EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bills. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with their opponents. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0. 3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Come on now, let's go. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team. A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 94 yards. And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season. If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now the first carry for Bush. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pushes past it and all the way down to the 12.
Let's go, baby.
A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They will throw on 1st down with Stewart. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 51 yards and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Stewart. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Stewart going right side here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
Let's go, boys.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Powering forward. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Wide open receiver complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Snowhawks add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now this throw caught left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side, Bush. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on 1st down. Powers through. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down and 3. Throwing now, Stewart. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a play fake here on first down. Room to run past midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Bush. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Bush. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stewart sets to throw. And that is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Stewart to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Stewart. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Evo's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Stewart. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Stewart on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down, here's Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Stewart now. A final shot before break. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Snowhawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin in the AFC North, up at Paul Brown Stadium. Baltimore in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. The Bengals trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. The Vikings looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And our statistician's gone through a couple of pencils already. this offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second down and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Stewart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Stewart, second down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go!
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He'll try again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bush. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Well, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stewart. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on first down. Bush. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Bush. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give to Bush going right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They will throw on first down with Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now Stewart looking to throw on second down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Stewart. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. Stewart. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Stewart. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down. At the Bills' 10-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Stewart. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Snowhawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 7.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys. Look at that montage of great plays that they put together. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you speak it pretty well. But these guys, the pictures they put up. Oh.
Very good, and he's got his team in the lead right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. 17's Mike.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.